Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for joining this first AddVenture Pitch session. My name is Fabio Bianco. I'm the Vice President of Scientific and Corporate Development at Bio4Dreams, and I'm very happy to welcome both the people here that are present physically at MIND, Milan Innovation District, where we're celebrating the MIND Innovation Week currently. As well as all of the people that are connected. Today we have investors, industry people, we have scientists, and all players from different stakeholders of the tech transfer ecosystem from Italy, but also from Serbia, from Estonia, from US, from Canada. So I thank all of our different players from the Netherlands as well. And the idea today is to run a pitching session, a startup pitching session in a different way than classical approaches. We decided to start with a short presentation of the startups in our ecosystem, with the idea that every year we're going to have a new ecosystem being presented. And we would like to also extend this way of doing pitching session to many stakeholders and also to our partners throughout the different ecosystem where we are present. The idea is that we're going to hear from different companies within Bio4Dreams ecosystem in the area of diagnostics, of digital health, green tech, medical devices, therapeutics. They're all going to have 3 minutes to pitch. It's going to be a short presentation in order to basically say who they are, what are they doing, what problem are they trying to solve, how they want to do it, and what are they looking for. And it could be investment, it could be investor partnership, it could be some clinical collaboration, whatever it is. It's a way for them to expose their startup to the community of investors and industrial players that are listening, so that these players can afterwards send a message if they're interested. There is an email, portfolio@bio4dreams.com, which is going to be presented. All of the people that are connected will receive a summary of all the startups that have presented today. And basically, we're going to make connection and help those interactions further develop. Really, the idea today is to be pragmatic and to quickly and rapidly give an overview within an hour and a half time of a group of startups which he thinks could be of interest for the ecosystem that is somehow currently looking at what's happening here at MIND, what's happening in the Bio4Dreams ecosystem in order to engage possibly with new innovation coming up. So I guess that, I'm going to just give a couple of indication how it works. So I'm going to call on the startups to present. Each startup will have 3 minutes. If it's online, they're going to be put on the video, and they're basically going to connect. If there's somebody from this room that's going to present, they're going to come to this seat right here, and they're going to talk right here at the camera. So that's going to be directly replicated online. I'm going to be sitting on the other chair here. We won't be accepting questions at this stage because otherwise it will be a 5 hours long presentation, but we will very welcome if anybody would like to write their questions online or to the email portfolio@bio4dreams.com, so that we can then make the right connections. Did I forget something? I'm asking the people, Andrea, Alberto, and everybody here at the team who helped organize this meeting. If not, then I guess my job is to start breaking the ice by presenting the first of the company, which is BrainDTech. So I have a timer here for 3 minutes. I'm using it also for the first presentation, which is, as I said, BrainDTech. BrainDTech is a company that is revolutionizing the way we are approaching precision medicine. You have to know that in every tissue of our body, when something goes wrong, there is a specific cell type within that tissue that start producing vesicles. These vesicles travel in the body, they can be collected, they contain information, biomarkers, but unfortunately, in any given biopsy, like in saliva or in blood, there are so many different vesicle types coming from many different cell types, and that's creating a noisy, specific signal. So what BrainDTech has developed is a technology called microcache, which for the first time enables to isolate a specific vesicle type from a specific tissue. And by looking inside this vesicle, we can get information for early diagnosis, for tracking the progression of a disease, for monitoring a therapy. And we're applying this technology to brain diseases. We have run some proof of concept studies in dementia, migraine, traumatic brain injury, multiple sclerosis, and so on. This year, we're expecting to deliver the first version of the technology. It's a lab bench version of MicroCatch. Next year, we're expecting to have a mobile version for field application, particularly for field and military applications. And by the way, last year, we launched a company in the US called BrainCode, particularly focused on traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury is a very important pathology for which there is still not a clear understanding of what is happening after the concussion. So we're monitoring brain inflammation as it develops in the week after the concussion event, and this is something that today is still not monitored. The company is fundraising 13 million in order to complete the activity plan to set up the operation in the States. We have a CLIA lab being authorized in the States right now, and also to start in parallel the validation of some of the first in vitro diagnostic products. And I'll be very happy to touch base with anybody who's interested in following up and learning more about the company and discuss some type of synergies. Thank you very much. And with that said, I'll stop here and I'll call on board Andrea Faviere from Genesys Bio to give his presentation of the company.
I will use my stopwatch. Trust you. Okay. No, okay. So, hello everyone. I'm Andrea Faviere. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Genesys Bio. We are making rapid pathogen and antibiotic resistant detection available where it's needed and when it's needed through our AI-powered proprietary genetic test platform that consists in a portable lamp-based device and a portfolio of ready-to-use kit that can be stored and used anywhere. Why are we making this? Because actual diagnostics force let's say, a painful trade-off: cost, speed, and accessibility. If you want speed, you need to get the chance of a 50% false result. Or if you want accuracy, you will have to pay, you or the payer will have to pay a lot, and you will have to wait around half a day to get the results. And if you want the part of accessibility, you will have to wait several days. And this in a world that is facing rising zoonotic diseases, increasing antibiotic resistance, and the need to protect the most vulnerable. So the need is clear. And what we are going to do is, first of all, we have raised 400K in funding. Then we are working on 3 key research projects on the UTI, urinary tract infection, on veterinary health, and on prosthetic joint infection. And we are also working on different and several letters of intent from partners that are eager to have our solutions. What we are looking for? We are looking for, obviously, we are raising funds. We are raising funds in terms of 800K with 350K already committed. We are looking for early adopters, and we are looking for partners that help us to making fast and rapid progress on our side. So we are waiting to get contact from you and to explain more about our platform and our project. With me and our team, that with our complementary expertise and experience in hospital diagnostics, in business management, and everything else, we hope to give you all the answers that you need and to join us, help you join us in our project.
Thank you very much, Andrea. This was really cool, and even in time. So, the next presentation is going to be from Alessandra Danut. The company is called NanoPhoenix, developing lab and chip devices I hope Alessandra got back from her jet lag. She just arrived back from the US.
Yes.
So, Alessandra, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Alessandra Zanuta. I'm a co-founder and scientific advisor of NanoPhoenix. NanoPhoenix is a startup which focuses on developing advanced nanotechnology for application in life science. Our mission is to basically redefine diagnostic and therapeutics through the development of advanced micro and nanostructured devices, tools that basically bring more precision, speed, accessibility to biomedical innovation. At NanoPhoenix, we work mainly on three core areas. The first one is the design of substrates for cell cultures. We are talking about micro and nanostructured surfaces that replicate the natural environment of cells. These are critical for application, for example, like organ-on-chip models, co-cultures, and regenerative medicines, where basically cellular interaction the thing that matters. The second core is the development of microfluidic devices and lab-on-chip systems. These compact and plug-and-play chips allow for high-throughput analysis of biological fluids and are perfect for diagnostic and liquid biopsies, or also for drug testing. The third, so last but not least area, is the design of custom macro and nanoelectrodes and biosensors. This sensor can detect biological markers with high precision, making them ideal for example, health monitoring or environmental testing. What makes us different from in this sense is our ability to customize every device, from size and shape to material and surface architectures, right down to the nanometer. To do that, we use cutting-edge manufacturing methods like pulsed nil nanolithography and other lithographic technique that allow us to produce high-quality devices at low cost. So far, we already hit major milestones. For example, most recently, we were selected as part of the Horizon Europe-funded international consortium to develop next-generation gas sensor. And now we are entering our most exciting phase yet, because we are building our own dedicated laboratory and clean room, which will allow us to scale up R&D and in-house production dramatically. And this means for us faster development cycles, tighter quality control, and to develop a clear path from the prototype to the product. To make this leap, we're seeking investment, of course, not just funding, but also partnership with people who share our vision to drive meaningful change in health and science. So at NanoPhoenix, we are not just making devices, we're building platforms for better diagnostic and smarter healthcare. If that vision resonates with you, we'd love to talk more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alessandra. Thank you for this presentation. You know, it's really, as you can see, and I'm talking to all the people connected, every single startup in this particular area of diagnostics is looking for things which are not only money. It's a matter of funding, but it's also a matter of industrial partnership and strategic alliances, which might take the project further. Last in this group, I'd like to call on Enrico Diotto, the CEO and founder of OACP, talking about how they're delivering faster and more efficient diagnostic tools. Enrico, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Enrico. I am the CEO of OACP. And in OACP, we are saving lives by making genetic diagnosis for cancer faster and more accessible. DNA tests, as you maybe know, are crucial in cancer diagnosis to define the right diagnosis, to define the right prognosis, but mainly to define and to provide patients with the best therapeutic approach as possible. Unfortunately, they are not efficient enough. And this lack of efficiency is causing an increased test time. That means a delay in the intervention. The delay in intervention is responsible for an additional 10% of death risk among patients and over 20 billion wasted any year by healthcare systems. OACP solved this issue of lack of efficiency by providing laboratories with chemical reagents that, by added during test procedure, can make can allow them to make those tests 97% faster. We are speaking about the 2-hour total test time, while saving by up to 50% of the overall test cost. The chemical technology is patented, the patent is granted internationally, and the products are approved with the IVDR, so the most recent medical approval in Europe. We are on the market. We have also partnered with giants like Roche in Italy, Spain, and US soon. So despite we are operating in a very competitive market with players like Abbott, Agilent, Cytovision, for instance, we have a team and partners that can support us in growing more and more. We are now looking for investment. We are targeting 800,000 euros as a part of a bigger pipeline of 2.7 million to continue fueling our expansion and growth to reach a magnitude that can be attractive for an acquisition as an exit. So I invite you to support us and to join us, because less time for diagnosis means more time for life. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. And with this, we basically have looked and gave an overview on the first group of companies, which are the diagnostic ones. So we talked about diagnosis and diagnostic solution in the neuroscience field, in the cancer field, in the infection diseases, antibiotic resistance, and also in the development of microstructure and nanostructured products for diagnosis. So you can see there's a bunch of different opportunities of startups for clinical engagement, for industrial engagements, for investment. Now we're going to switch to a new section, which is the area of digital health. We're going to present two different projects. The first one relates to MRI analysis software for oncology and neurology. The company is called DICEtech. So I will call on Matteo Battocchio, should be online, to connect and give us a speech. Matteo, sorry, here you are. I lost you. I didn't know where you were here. So the floor is yours. Please come here. And thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. So anyone knows that magnetic resonance is the most important medical device used to diagnose cancer and neurology pathologies. The bad news is that today we are still using MR processing algorithms that were built 30 years ago. The good news is that in this period, research has never stopped, and powerful algorithms have been validated. I'm Matteo Battocchio, and with our team, we are among the researchers driving this innovation, and we are now ready to bring them to the market. MR Micro is a software powered by our proprietary algorithm that is able to cut the processing time from days to seconds, unlocking advanced methodologies able to detect tumors and disease changes in a more specific and sensitive way. Clinicians can now detect cancer and the changes in the tissues earlier and guide intervention when they matter most. Our algorithm has been validated in multiple international research studies. In the last 5 years, leading institutions like Harvard Medical School, University College of London, EPFL in Lausanne, San Martino Hospital here in Genoa, and many others have adopted our tool as their reference for advanced MR analysis. Moreover, we recently started a partnership with Siemens, worldwide leader in the medical device, which has expressed a strong interest in the direct integration of our software into their system. In a 3.2 billion market, we are launching on the Siemens Digital Marketplace, offering to oncology and neurology department both annual subscription and pay-per-use access. At the same time, we are moving to integrate with General Electric and Philips in order to cover all three industrial leaders. MR Micro plugs directly into existing scanners, and its plug-and-play nature gives us a clear a runway for a rapid and widespread adoption. Our team combines computer science, engineer, and physics experts. We have the know-how to scale MR micro everywhere. We are seeking 250,000 euro to achieve MDR certification in Europe and to drive the development over the next 2 years. So join us in empowering clinicians to diagnose earlier, treat smarter, and save more lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and right on time. That was excellent. Okay, so after this first presentation on the I think it's okay now, on oncology and neurology applications, I'd like to call on Eleonora Beccaluva from Leximore, who's going to talk about some digital solution for cognitive and learning disorders. Eleonora, hello, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm Eleonora, and I'm here to tell you about Leximore. And that's not just a product or a company, but it is a mission. So cognitive and learning disorders affects millions of people every day. Children struggling at school with learning disorders, adults face this daily challenge as a result, for example, of brain injury, seniors losing their autonomy because of the degenerative process or Alzheimer. And yet, the tools that we use to support them haven't changed in decades. Most solutions are just outdated, disconnected, and lack of personalization and engagement, which is a very important factor in the rehabilitation process. Well, Leximore is here to change that. We are building the first integrated platform, both digital and physical, powered by IoT and AI, and it's been designed specifically for cognitive and learning rehabilitation. So imagine that you can play around with smart tangible objects that react to your actions. You can use gamified content that has been driven and realized together with the most prestigious university of the best therapy on the planet. And you can react in real time with physical feedback, lights, and sound. You can connect to a platform that brings all of this together, seamless into a personalized therapeutic journey, not just for the user, but also for the therapists, the educators, and the family. What does that mean practically? Leximore, it's a kit. It really looks like a tabletop game plancher, so it's very easy and intuitive even for those that have zero technical skills or a technological background. It is composed by an online platform that really looks like Netflix, so you can choose the very high content, evidence-based, done by university or done by really the greatest therapy in the field. You also have a smart, tangible, interactive device that you put on the table, and then together you can come with a set of tags, small figurine, physical object, practically endlessly that can cover topics from season, music, numbers, figures, and it can address many different issues and problems. So in this way, we can create a very interactive gamified learning experience. Leximore, it's a modular, adaptable, and tools designed to grow with each user needs, from early intervention in schools to home therapy, clinics, and elderly care. Our business starts as a B2B, working directly with the therapists, teachers, school daycare center, providing them with the kit and the training to implement Leximore in their daily routine. But we really see a future very clear, where we can switch to a B2B2C, allowing also family caregivers to access to a more simplified version of the tool, but to the biggest and best therapy sessions ever, along with the professionals that will guide their therapy. Leximore is just much more than that. We are a bridge between university, researchers, clinicians, and real people. Through shared data, insight, real-world activities, we can create an ecosystem where therapy, technology, and patient are no longer separate, but they finally speak the same language. This is not just repacking what is existing. Leximore, it's a new, completely different way to conceive and think about therapy and rehabilitations. We combine science, design, and technology like no one else. And we are a team with the interdisciplinary expertise, the field expertise, and the right mindset and vision to bring this very innovative product on this sector. We have already had a big impact in schools, clinic, center day, where Leximore has been tested so far, and it's loved. But we're just getting started. So we're looking for almost 350,000 investment to just go to the market on a bigger scale. And also we are looking for collaboration to expand our content and translate in different languages so we can move to different countries. If you believe that technology should serve humanity at its most vulnerable, then please join us. Together, we can create a future where cognitive and learning disorders and challenges will be met by intelligence, efficient, and the state-of-the-art therapy. Enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So just a reminder to all of you who are listening to this session, this is meant to expose you to very different type of companies with very different needs. What we need from you is questions or interactions. We need you to ask those questions, explain those interests that you might have in order to further analyze specific projects. So don't be shy and write your questions. I can confirm the email again is portfolio@bioformins.com. So that way we're going to create a starting communication. The objective today is really to engage with this growing ecosystem of startups. Now we're going to switch on to a different topic, which is growing very fast. I'm talking about green tech and blue tech applications for healthcare. And the first company we're going to call on is BioChica. Carla De Carolis, co-founder, should be online. Carla, are you there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Hello.
Can you hear me?
And,
hello.
Please tell us how you are transforming marine biomass into something useful at BioChica. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you very much for these opportunities. My name is Carla De Carolis, and then I'm co-founder of BioChica. That is an Italian biotech startup, and we aim to valorize a huge of marine biomass or fishing residues that are not still valorized into the promising chemical building blocks, more in particular for the powerful and promising biopolymers as a chitin and chitosan. And because that is possible to use this kind of polymers for the several applications from novel food, nutraceutical, pharmaceutical, and biomedical, and at last also for the biomaterial applications. And what do we do? More in particular, during the last year, we are developing a novel extraction process. We are working for the patent. The patent aims for the sustainable extraction of this kind of polymers. And we are currently working for, for the patent in close collaboration also with other small and medium enterprises and for the specific applications. And at the same time, we are working for the reduce environmental impact and at the same time to reduce the production cost. And we are working for the development of functional food, chitosan and seaweed based through the participation of the European project and by using the collaboration with the strong European research and development partnership. And more in particular, during the last two years, we focused attention for the specific section of the application of the chitin and chitosan, more in particular for the application of chitosan for the production of functional food development in close collaboration with European enterprises, and including prebiotic and functional food formulations. And we are also working for the production of the novel biomaterial by reducing the plastic components. And we also exploring. We would like to enlarge the applications, for example, in the biomedical sector, more in particular for the medical scaffolds. And we founded the BioChica during 2020, and our CEO is Matteo Fabbri, and we have created this kind of startup by using the interdisciplinary approach. Matteo Fabbri is leading in the business and development and partnership, and we have another co-founder, Leonardo Postacchini, that is engineer and professor in LCA. And me that are focused attention of the chemical and development research actions, and sometimes also are working for international projects for the European Commissions and UNIDO, UNDP for the biomass exploitation. This kind of international skills and is our and led to have the strong partnership for in order to have the good applications of this kind of polymers. And what we are looking for, we are looking for strategic partners and investors interested in the leverage and our our bioactive compounds for food and biomedical innovations and biomaterial and health. And also we are looking at the partners and investors ready to co-develop for novel product and validate the novel market chains, and also to ensure the investment for the scale up and the new production. So we are willing to collaborate with a new partner and interested to invest in our chemical building blocks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carla, for this presentation. And when we talk about green tech, one of the key words is definitely the concept of circular economy and of making the best out of every possible source of energy, including waste. And I think a great example of that is the next company coming up, which is BUOONOfarm. Pietro Trevisan, the Chief Executive Officer, should be online. Pietro, hi, the floor is yours.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for connecting today. So I am here today to represent BUOONOfarm. BUOONOfarm is a urban agriculture startup. We focus on transforming some of the waste that is produced in cities, such as brewers' spent grain, into a substrate for growing mushrooms. So our mission is to serve local restaurants and markets with delicious, nutritious, and locally made mushrooms. And we chose mushrooms because there are numerous health benefits associated with consuming mushrooms. Some of those are reduce inflammation in the body, improve cognition, and help reduce toxins overload in the body. So please help us find new customers in Milan. So our first pilot plant will be ready in about 60 days in Milano. So we're looking for potential partners for restaurants and markets. And we're also open for joint research and development efforts in the field of functional foods, pharmaceuticals, and agriculture. So we can provide the substrate, the raw materials, and then we need some help like figuring out if we can make more products derived from our urban production. So thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you, Pietro. Thank you for keeping in time. So we'll move with the next company from mushrooms to leaves. And having a small garden, I know how that painful can be somehow. So I'm very curious to learn more about Nantoo. Beatrice Sileno, the CEO of the company, should be online. Beatrice, thank you for joining. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me? Yeah, correct.
Yeah, we can hear you very well. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone, and thank you for having us. I am Beatrice Sileno, CEO of Nantoo, and I'm here to present our solution that transforms leaves from waste into value. Let's think about how much is a single ton of leaves. So imagine a room in your house completely filled with them. In Italy alone, 2.3 million tons of leaves become waste every year. 80% are simply thrown away. They emit 1.7 tons of CO2 per ton and generate almost no economic value, just from 0 to 20 euros if composted. But what if I told you that one single ton of leaves could be worth over 10,000 euros? So why aren't we extracting that value yet? Because until now, the technology was missing. That's why we as Nantoo, we created Airless, a system that to extract maximum value from leaves. It's efficient, fast, and consumes less energy. How it works, it compresses leaves into leaf pods, reducing the volume by 90% and extends their shelf life. And yes, it's already patented in Italy and internationally. We are proud to be backed by Cifarelli, our industrial partner and first investor who believed in Nantoo from the very beginning. Alongside innovation leaders like Delta Line, SimScale, and Novamont, we are building a solid, scalable ecosystem. Leaf cycle is our new circular value chain. So from urban leaf collection to research, transformation, and final use, bringing natural waste back into the economy, creating new value. Leaf cycle connects an entire ecosystem, biomass producers like landscapers and farmers, researchers and labs working on biotech innovation, and green industries like paper mills and chemical startups. We enable collaboration and circular innovation. So from leaves, we extract valuable molecules from cosmetics and nutraceuticals, as well as cellulose and lignin for paper, packaging, and textiles. All these without cutting down a single tree or using any soil. These are certified biotech materials with real impact. We have already made real paper using leaves, a new source of virgin cellulose that protects the forest. And this is just the beginning for us. We are planning different POC, for example, the one launched with AddVenture and AMSA to validate the recovery and transformation of urban leaf waste. We are a multidisciplinary team with deep expertise in engineering, R&D, sustainability, and business strategy, supported by external advisor and strong industry partnership. So what we are looking for is investor and strategic partners that believe in turning waste into value. So join us in Nantoo and let's build a circular future together. Thank you.
Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your presentation. And switching from mushroom to leaves to the issues around precision medicine, precision agriculture. I would like to introduce PlantBit and Filippo Vurro, the CEO of PlantBit, the first biocompatible in vivo sensors for plants. So, okay, it's not there. So for some reason, PlantBit is not here. We're gonna wait and do later. So I will apologize for all the people connected. There's gonna be a change in our program. We're gonna listen to two more companies in the green tech field, PlantBit and WonderGene, later on, roughly around 4 o'clock, because of some of the issues with the speakers that were not able to join before. For those of you who are not in the Milano area, there is a little bit of a crazy day over here because of a total general strike. So that doesn't help a lot the agenda. But in the meantime, we can move on and work and start listening to the presentation in the third area we want to discuss with you, which is the medical device. Medical devices are, of course, a big hit in the life science sector, but they not only are small implant systems or technologies that we listen about. There could be also other applications, and one of the very interesting approaches we would like to present to you today is an innovative electric wheelchair completely redesigned to enable independence of people with motility impairments. So I would like to welcome Andrea De Palo, Chief Information Officer at Avanchair. Andrea, thank you very much for joining. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrea. I'm the founder of Avanchair and the inventor of the patent. Avanchair is a smart wheelchair designed to bring real independence to people with disability. It's not a traditional mobility aid. It's a modular tech platform designed and built by someone who lives the reality that people with disability face every day. And if you see, I'm using it now. Our solution includes a patent vertical and lateral power lifting, and a structure ready for be attached with external tech such as smart home and other add-ons that will improve independence of the people with disability. The goal is very clear: is maximize the mobility and independence of the people while minimizing the reliance on the others. And a product like this will cost over 20,000 euros, and we are bringing to the market at 6,000. This thanks to a dedicated financial system and social impact supply chain agreements. Now we are finishing the first 3 prototypes, and we are opening to the stage 2, which needs technical partners, industrial partners, and strategic investor ready to scale with us. We are not looking just for money or for partners. We are looking for people who is sharing our mission, which is giving independence to people with disabilities. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Fabio, and we are open to questions.
Thank you very much, Andrea. It's a very great presentation. And again, anybody who has any question or any interest in learning more about any of the solutions that were proposed, that are being proposed today, please do write at portfolio@bio4dreams.com so you can get more information and get in contact with the people and discuss further your interest in interacting with them. Okay, so I would like to call on Alessandro Bonaccina, who is the CEO of Bit Factory, Bioengineering Enhanced Prototyping Facility, which is a company that was developed here at mine. I will let the
CEO, but thank you very much.
CIO.
Okay, thank you, Fabio. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Alessandro Bonaccina, and I'm part of the Bit Factory's team. Bit Factory is a startup that was born from a joint venture between Bio4Dreams, that we all know, and Electrotecnica Road. Our mission is to provide engineering support in order to help to bring a biomedical project from an idea stage to a prototype ready for industrialization. This process significantly accelerates the development of a startup or a research project, reducing the time to market and increasing the potential of the future product. As I said, Bit Factory is built on 2 solid foundations. On one side, we have the expertise of Bio4Dreams in the startup ecosystem and life sciences sector. On the other side, we have the roles, capabilities in engineering, prototyping, and developing innovative solutions. Our multidisciplinary team, comprising mechanical, material, biomedical engineers, as well as user interface designers, allows us to be fast and extremely flexible, adapting to the needs, to the specific needs of each project. And this is further supported by well-established facilities that are located just next door, including, for example, a prototyping lab, a material lab, and a mechatronic lab. Bit Factory was founded just 1 year ago, but we have already supported the development of several projects across different areas of the life sciences sector. And some of them at the beginning were just maybe ideas or mock-up that probably would have taken years to enter in the market without our support. So what we are looking for, we can wait to collaborate with some startups or university groups that have promising ideas and want and need engineering support in order to develop and prototype their solution. So thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us.
Thank you very much. That was a really great presentation. When we talk about medical devices, one of the critical aspects is related to biocompatibility, and the next startup will present their solutions in this particular area. So I'd like to call on Jane Oberwager, Business Development Officer and General Affairs at BCI, Biocompatibility Innovation. Jane, are you there?
Yes.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
The floor is yours. Thank you very much for joining.
Okay, well, hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for this opportunity. As you said, my name is Jane Oberwager, and I'm here to present BCI, or BioCompatibility Innovation. At BCI, we're developing groundbreaking technology that tackles one of MedTech's biggest pain points, medical device failure. And why do medical devices fail? Well, mainly it's due to our body's adverse reactions. Failures of the devices lead to reoperations, they lead to poor outcomes and escalating healthcare costs. So we gave ourselves one simple goal: make medical devices truly biocompatible by addressing the leading causes of failure. And in order to do this, we developed eco-friendly, plant-based surface coatings that prevent the body's damaging responses. And all of this without affecting how the devices work. So our patented technology bonds to virtually any material, and it stops the biological triggers that lead to failure. So what's the result? Longer lasting devices for one, better outcomes, more accessible and more cost-effective healthcare. Our coatings are easy to integrate, they're scalable, and they're regulatory friendly. Plus, we're also backed by 12 patents protecting our technology. We offer 4 different types of solutions, and each one is tailored to the specific device type that it'll be applied to. And testing to date shows exceptional results. To give an idea, over 95% reduction in immune response, inflammation, thrombosis, and bacterial adhesion, and over a 90% less calcification. So in essence, we are actually really solving the root causes of the device failures. So what are we targeting? We're targeting a very large $143 billion global market in high need, high growth medical devices. To date, we've already begun to work with some leading cardiovascular companies to develop innovative products in heart valves and extracorporeal circulation. Our team brings decades of experience in R&D, regulatory strategy, and business development, with a strong track record of bringing medtech innovation to market. And we're also supported by a world-class, really, board of clinical advisors that are guiding us from concept to solving these real needs. So what are we asking for? At the moment, we're focused on fundraising. We'd like to fundraise $5 million to complete preclinical testing for dental and orthopedic devices. And this follows our successful cardiovascular testing. We're also looking to raise money to launch first-in-human trials and expand into other high potential areas. We offer several paths to exit, licensing opportunities, strategic acquisitions, and vertical spin-offs. In essence, in conclusion, we're looking to partner with investors who really share our vision for impact and innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jane. It's a really great presentation. And just to answer some of the questions that are arising from the chat, some people are asking whether they can have a recorded version of this meeting. The answer is yes. So please, again, write at portfolio@bioforDreams.com. So we're going to send you the link in order to be able to listen again to the presentation that's happening today. And so I'm very happy to bring on board the next presenter, Alessio Pretacupa, CEO of Evotion, who is going to talk about wearable for well-being and assisted living. And I particularly thank Alessio for running over here. He's one of the victims of the strike that I was mentioning today. So Alessio, please come here. And just you were not able to listen to the initial technical details, you got to look in here because people are watching you from here. The floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alessio Pretacupa, CEO and founder of Evotion. Evotion is an innovative map focused on development of wearable device for assisted living and active well-being. Our first product is Momi. It's a smart wearable designed for children from 0 to 6 years old, and capable of monitoring biometric parameters such as heartbeat, oxygen saturation, temperature, movement, and sleep. Data is sent to our cloud platform through a data hub, analyzed, and after sent to the app, the parents app. We have identified concrete and urgent needs. First of all, monitor cardiorespiratory problems and accident sleep, such as strangulation and accidental suffocation. In case of illness, need for continuous monitoring to avoid late diagnosis. Helping parents, especially new mothers, manage the trade-off between work and family, making them feel less guilty about taking back their lives. Added to this is an alarming statistic. Italy ranks first in Europe for childhood obesity among babies, a public health problem that begins in the early years of life. We respond to this with an integrated vision. Mommy is not just a device, it's part of a digital ecosystem that analyzes physiological data through a smart wearable and cross-references it with nutritional data to provide comprehensive monitoring of children. We want also develop other accessories such as smart cameras and AI and machine learning analytics system to provide a more comprehensive look into assessment of children's well-being. We are currently looking for three different things: 500,000 euros to start medical certification, to strengthen the team, work continuously on R&D, and start the industrialization for the national market. Industrial and commercial partners, especially for B2B2C distribution and national international launch, research and clinical center to validate our data collected. We have always closed contracts with Irx-Neromed, La Molisana, and CONI, demonstrating that mommy can become a primary prevention tool. We want to improve the future of health, starting with children. And if you also believe in a preventive, integrated, smart approach, we are ready to build together. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. It was really good and perfectly on time, so really, really great. And that's the thing I didn't tell you. We're not going for questions now. They're going to ask the question and write them up. So we're going to go for a quick pitch session, one after the other.
Thank you very much.
So it was really good. Thank you. And so we've heard about different stories. There is one more project in the medical device area that we're going to talk about. So we've listened to the innovative solution for solving issues in mobility impairment. We talked about a one-stop shop facility for medical prototyping. We talked about biocompatibility solutions for medical devices. We talked about smart wearable for children. Now we're going to move into another area, which is a medical device for extracorporeal organ preservation. The company name is F.L.O.We.R, and the presenter is Dr. Pietro Matucci-Cerini. Thank you for being with us.
Good afternoon.
Look here, so everybody watches.
Good afternoon, and I'm Pietro Matucci. I'm a general surgeon from the University of Udine. I am an expert in the transplant field for liver and kidney transplantation. And I'm here to present our project that's named F.L.O.We.R. It's a project born in the University of Florence with the collaboration of my two colleagues from the university, and is a project that has as aim the goal to implement and develop the organ logistics in the field of transplant. So in transplantation, every year we have around hundreds of thousands of organ demand every year, and only the 10% of this demand is reached. So our objective was to develop machine perfusion that helps the organ storage and helps also the clinicians for the transplant logistics. So it helps with the transportation of the organs, the storage, and also a very important field nowadays is the organ reconditioning. So F.L.O.W.R is a modular system, is a machine perfusion made by multiple components. Is at the moment is a TRL6. We are developing our machine in phase 1, so we are using animal models to perfuse some porcine liver, and we are developing all our small components like the pump, the thermal exchangers, and the sensors. Right now, we are searching for industrial partners, also clinician partners, and technological partners to help us to develop our system, our machine. And we really agree in our perspective to pass to phase 2 and to develop our path to the market and to arrive finally to the patient that our goals at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much for really great. Sorry, just this is the nice part of being live in different parts of Italy. Is Anna from WonderGene connected? If she's not on, then I'll skip that, and after we will go back to WonderGene later on when she connects, but she's on. Okay, so she's okay. Anna is back. Thank you, Anna. I know you have a very, very busy schedule, so I thank you for joining with us. Anna is the CEO of WonderGene. WonderGene is the last project we wanted to present to you in the green tech field, developing portable genetic testing solution for tracking food. Anna, can you tell us more?
Perfect. Can you hear me properly? Yes? Okay.
Yes, we hear you beautifully.
So hello everyone. So I'm Ana Rodriguez Prieto, CEO and co-founder of WonderGene, an innovative company that we have founded in 2018. We are based in Trento, northern Italy. As Fabio told you, we are developing this portable genetic system to authentify food. So our clients are companies in the food supply chains, and the idea with this system is they can make genetics tests to control authenticity of raw materials, and also they can tackle food fraud, and they can promote, thank you to our system, food traceability. So our system has 3 components. So we have a portable lab with all the requirements that you need to perform this genetic test. Then the second element of our system are ready-to-use kits, so with all the reagents to perform this genetic test. And the final element is this communication system that is a cloud-based software. This software helps companies using our system to communicate with the device, but the most important thing is that they can generate a QR code label to communicate the result of the test to the final customers. So in this label, they can put the results of the test, where they perform, and which the ingredients they are controlling. Just to give you an example, with our portable genetic system, you can control if there is the presence of GMOs in food. Also, there is a presence of some allergens. Also, you can test if food is completely vegan or vegetarian. And also, you can control if the food is halal food also, so where is the essence of pork meat inside. And finally, you can test the presence or absence of some different several meat and fish species. As I told you, our clients are any kind of food companies that want to guarantee the quality and authenticity of products. What are we searching for now? We are searching for an investment. We are searching for around 500,000 euros just to enter into the market, to get all the certification we need and to protect our IP. Also, we want to make a WonderGene team bigger. Nowadays, it's me, and then we have Luisa in the technical and in the lab, sorry, and then we have also Andrea dealing with the technical part with the help of Big Factory. Also, we are searching for key opinion leaders in the food supply chain just to promote our idea and to open the doors in the market. And also, for sure, we're searching for clients that can test our system nowadays. So thank you very much for your listening. I hope you enjoy our pitch.
Thank you very much, again, for joining. And so we have one last session. I'm hearing that there is another company joining in on the previous session, but I would like to start with the final area of discussion today, which is therapeutics and technologies supporting drug development. And the first company I would like to bring on board is BiomimX. We should have Paola Occhetta, the CEO and co-founder of the company, joining in. So Paola, are you there? On top of being a startupper and a professor, she's also a new mom, so she might be having some issues there. But if Paola is not around, we can skip her and have her afterwards. And I would like to call on Giuseppe Falvo D'Urso D'Abate, CEO of Cellex. Cellex is developing advanced bioreactors for cell cultures. Giuseppe, I've seen you before, so now you're there. Okay, thank you very much for joining in, and the floor is yours.
Thank you for your introduction, Fabio. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, very well, thanks.
Okay. Fantastic. Good morning, everyone. I'm Giuseppe Falvo D'Urso D'Abate, the Chief Executive Officer of Cellex, an innovative SME based in Rome with a subsidiary in Wageningen in the Netherlands. I come from a background in nuclear and biomedical engineering, and I started Cellex in 2018 with the goal of rethinking how we grow cells. Cellex works at the crossroads of biotechnology, biomedical engineering, and bioprocess automation. And we develop advanced bioreactors that make cell culture more efficient, more scalable, and more reproducible. Our two main products and technologies are Suspense, a patented suspension bioreactor that does not make use of mechanical impellers. This reduces cell stress and increases cell viability. It's perfect for producing biologics like vaccines, monoclonal antibodies, cutting their costs. And BioXflow, a perfusion-based bioreactor that automates cell seeding and optimizes flow conditions. It's especially designed for 3D tissue models in regenerative medicine, disease modeling, and cultivated meat. To give you an idea of the impact, using Cellex bioreactors, Cellex systems, is like switching from a combustion engine to a high-efficiency electric motor. We are not just tweaking the old, we are radically improving performance, reliability, and sustainability. Depending on the application, we have measured efficiency gains between 35% to over 200% in terms of yield, process time, and resource use. Today, our systems are being used by research centers and biotech companies across Europe, and we are involved in several EU-funded R&D projects focused on biomedical innovation and sustainable biomanufacturing. We operate within a market worth over 8 billion euros now, and our technologies directly impact large sectors such as biopharma, regenerative medicine, alternative proteins, worth hundreds of billions of euros globally. Now we are entering a new phase. We are actively looking for distributors, systems integrators, users, and research groups, especially Europe, North America, Middle East, and Asia. We want to explore new applications with our bioreactors, and we are particularly interested in partners who are open to publishing their results. So we can build an even stronger base of scientific evidence, increase awareness on our products and visibility together. We're also ready to join R&D consortia and work together on EU-funded innovation projects. Thank you for your attention. I'm open to your questions.
Thank you very much, Giuseppe. As again I said, we're not going to have questions at the moment, but we're going to collect all of the questions and share them with you afterwards. So I urge everybody to please write their questions. There was also another comment that we received about the fact that without the slides, it's difficult to follow all the stories. That was exactly the interest of this meeting. We're not to have a classical pitching session, but to have a session where somebody would raise the interest on its own startup. So the job here today, the objective that we have is just to quickly present and raise interest for a follow-up question. If you do have those follow-up interests, please write a note, and we are gonna deliver to you all the necessary information, the pitch decks, the connections, and everything, so that you can then follow up and have your own discussion afterwards. Paola should be online now. I see her. So Paola, yes. Thank you for joining, and please tell us what you guys are doing at BiomimX.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Paola Occhetta. I'm one of the founders of BiomimX. We are a spin-off of Politecnico di Milano, and we have a clear vision to advance the development of new therapies for complex diseases. And actually today I'm really happy to tell you why now is exactly the right time to make our vision a reality. I don't know if you heard, but a few days ago, FDA announced an historic plan. They intend to phase out the requirement for animal testing in drug development. And this actually marks a once-in-a-generation shift. Indeed, alternatives to animal models are no longer just a research trend. Today, they became a regulatory priority. The point is that to truly replace animals, we still need models that don't just simulate biology, but they need really to behave like human organs. And this is where the technology that we develop, organ-on-chip, come in. You can imagine an organ-on-chip like this. Basically, it's a laboratory device, no bigger than a credit card, which is filled with living human cells and is designed to mimic how a real organ works. You can think about it like a heart, a liver, a lung, whatever. And the game-changing is here. We can use organ-on-chip to predict how a patient may respond to a drug. And this is long before clinical trials begin. And well, now I describe you what an organ-on-chip is, but what we do at BiomimX. Basically, we take the organ-on-chip concept a step further. We don't stop at mimicking how organs look in vitro, but we bring them to life. We have a patented technology, which is called UBIT, that make organ-on-chip actually moving. Basically, we are talking about tiny tissue that can move, contract, feel mechanical stresses in laboratory, just like they would do inside our body. To imagine it, think about a miniaturized heart that is not just sitting in a petri dish, but actually can beat in real time. And our unique approach is already proving its power and traction across multiple therapeutic areas. We have UHeart, which is our cardiotoxicity model that is so precise that caught the attention of the European Medical Agency. Then another example, we have UNI, which is a model of osteoarthritis that can predict how well a drug can reverse this pathology for which today there is no cure. And actually data from UNI model were recently accepted in an IND application to support a brand new therapy. And in BiomimX, we are not just building technology, as I described you, we are trying and we are actually succeeding in building a business. We have secured two patents with a third on the way. We generated last year 300,000 euro in revenues, and we are on track this year to hit 1 million in revenues. And we already have recurrent satisfied customers, including top 10 pharma like Sanofi. Now we are looking for partners to scale. The aim of this year is to close a 5 million euro round of investment, and this will fuel our industrialization process and bring our human relevant models to market at scale. And for succeeding in this and succeeding also in rewriting the future of drug development without animal testing, we're also looking for new pharma companies that are willing to bet and to test our beating organs on chip, with the idea at the end to introduce them in their drug discovery pipeline. And thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to follow up for question and discussion.
Thank you very much, Paola. It was a great presentation. And yeah, we've talked about everything that we could think about in the healthcare field. Once when you talk to people about healthcare life science, people think about drugs, and we talked about everything but drugs. But we do have drug company in our ecosystem. We have two of them. One is ChemiCare, developing innovative solutions for rare diseases. So I'm very happy to welcome Beatrice Riva, the CEO of ChemiCare. Please sit here.
Okay, thank you.
And look in here. Because people are actually here. Don't worry about these people here.
Okay, thank you. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Beatrice Riva, CEO and co-founder of ChemiCare. ChemiCare is an innovative SME that is committed to develop novel therapeutic solutions for calcium-related disorders, in particular Duchenne muscular dystrophy, that is today a real and important unmet medical need worldwide. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a genetic muscle and lethal disorder. And in ChemiCare, we are developing a novel small molecule named CIC39 that is able to contrast calcium dysregulation in muscle cells of these patients. In particular, we have demonstrated the efficacy of CIC39 in mouse model of Duchenne muscular dystrophy and also in patients-derived biopsies. And this data during the years allow us to obtain orphan drug designation, that is an important certification from regulatory authorities, both in US and in Europe, so both by FDA and EMA. And currently we are in a preclinical development phase. So we are now demonstrating also the safety of our drug, and we aim to conclude these kind of studies in these years in order to start the clinical studies, so the clinical trial in 2026. Because our milestone and our goal is to conclude the phase 1 and the phase 1B or 2A in patients in order to establish the efficacy and the proof of concept of the clinical efficacy of our drug in order to license out our molecule to a pharma company that complete the clinical trials and commercialize the drug. So at present, we are now in a fundraising because we are discussing with different VCs, not only in Italy, but also in Europe and in US. And our financial need to conclude the preclinical studies and to complete the phase 1 in healthy volunteers is about 5 million euros. And for the next phases regarding the efficacy in patients, we are looking for 12 million euros. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. And yeah, we're not going to go for questions now. The questions are going to be asked afterwards, so you will receive them by email. Okay. So thank you. I would like to then call on the you can go next. The next speaker down the line, who is going to talk about ADCs, which is not rock band, that's ACDC. It's called antibody drug conjugate. Matteo, please come and present CP2 Biotech.
Good morning, good afternoon. So we're not talking only about ADC, we're talking about inflammation. Inflammation is at the root cause. So I don't know what to look for, like here.
Right here, right there.
So I'm sorry for you guys. Inflammation is at the root cause of cancer and lung fibrosis. It's right now, there are no drugs that can properly use or leverage the power of inflammatory processes. And the key player for inflammation is called TLR4, toll-like receptor 4. CP2 Biotech, in the last 20 years, not the company itself, but the founder of the company, they developed a series of modulators for TLR4 that can actively activate the immune system to fight the tumor or repress the immune system to treat lung fibrosis, to block and revert lung fibrosis. We also have licensed one of our assets to a US pharma company, and this allows us, of course, external validation. It's also money, that's undeniable, but also a good breadth of preclinical data that support the knowledge that our molecule, they are non-toxic, They are not impacted by previous line of treatment and are costly effectively scalable. So the US company is actually making a GMP manufacturing bag scale project out of that. We are working on two main projects. One is called CP2 with not a great fantasy, which is an ADC. It's a targeted treatment for B-cell acute lymphocytic leukemia, which is an incurable cancer with a very high unmet medical need. CP2 trigger the immune system and effectively eradicate the tumor, which is a pediatric tumor. The BL market is currently 2.9 million, and there are basically no competitor, unfortunately, only CAR-T treatment, which are highly experimental. The other asset is tailored towards idiopathic lung fibrosis. Idiopathic lung fibrosis is a 4 billion market with no treatment that are able to revert the fibrotic process. They're only able to block the process and reduce the speed of the process. CP2 has a unique properties of both blocking the inflammatory process and reverting the lung fibrosis, the fibrotic process at the same time. So we are basically is positioned as a first-in-class treatment for the idiopathic lung fibrosis. Sorry, I'm reading. As you can see, I'm reading the text. So if you want the text, I will share it with you. The estimated program value is around 70 million for IPF, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, and 28 million for the B-cell acute lymphocytic leukemia program. But right now, what we're searching for is a seed funding of around 500,000 for the IPF program and 800,000 for the ADC, for the cancer program. Why? Because we want to move forward the two projects. We want to generate in vivo proof of concept data with animal de-risking studies, and we want to create value inflection milestone value generation to collect the further Series A collection, syndicate, and investment that will cover the whole program. The program will finish and will exit a phase 2 clinical trial and will be externalized with the revenue generated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Matteo. So we're almost done with the session. We have one more company, which was the company I anticipated before. It's again in the green tech area. It deals with precision medicine and reducing water and fertilizer waste. And the company name is PlantBit, and it's going to be presented by Filippo Burro, CEO of the company. Filippo, are you online?
Hi.
Hello. The floor is yours. Thank you.
I just struggle understanding what houseplants need. Now, imagine being a farmer with land equal to 14 soccer fields, whose livelihood depends on crops. Farmer does not know what plants need, and this causes significant losses. 63% of it to disease, 50% to drought, and 25% wasted fertilizers. Now, imagine farmers knowing exactly how much water or fertilizer to apply or when to implement preventive treatments. At PlantBit, we have developed the BioRestore, the world's first fully biocompatible sensor. When inserted into stems or branches, it monitors plant health by analyzing sap volume, ion concentration, and organic molecules continuously and in real time. Of course, patents approved in Europe, USA, and Mexico. Our AI algorithm delivers services chosen by customers, such as field monitoring, plant health classification, stress identification, and corrective action prediction for irrigation, fertilization, and treatments. Our technology enables early disease diagnosis, reduces water use by 45%, and eliminate fertilizer waste. BioRestore was applied in different kinds of plants, such as tomato and kiwi plants. And about competitors, rely on air, soil data or plant temperature, significantly less accurate. It's like a doctor diagnosing based only on room condition without blood test. We are the only ones analyzing plant sap, putting us 48 hours 48 hours before the stress condition. Our multidisciplinary team comes from public research with more than 50 years of combined experience and more than 200 published papers. We have raised 220,000 euros from institutional investors, and we are seeking for 850,000 to achieve by second quarter of 2027, 1 million in revenue to advance our technology and to add 10 team members. Thank you. We are PlantBit. We are giving plants a voice.
Thank you very much, Filippo, for this presentation. And with this, we are closing this first AddVenture pitch. So over the last roughly 1 hour and a half, we've given you a quick glimpse on 21 different startups from our ecosystem, talking about the diagnostics, medical devices, green tech, blue tech, digital health, therapeutics, circular economy. Many of these companies are still in the very early stage of development. Some of them are already on the market. Some of them are looking for small ticket size. Some others are looking for bigger ticket sizes, but also most of them are looking for partnerships. They are all developing their programs, and we'll be very happy to consider this a starting moment of interaction with the ecosystem. I'm also going to say that for the international ecosystem partners, this could be an opportunity for exposing the startups of your portfolio in the near future to similar events. As a technical reminder, all of you will receive a short description of all of the companies that have been presented with their website. We deliberately wanted to do this after the pitching session. Please feel free to contact us at any time through our email portfolio@bioforDreams.com. If you want to get in contact with some of these companies, if you want to learn more, if you want to get a deck or have a follow-up discussion with the CEO who presented the project, the objective of today's meeting is really to give you a quick overview of some projects and hope this can boost and foster further interaction. I thank you very much for dedicating the time to listen to us. I thank all the people who were present here for making it today at Mind, and I wish you all a great afternoon. Thanks.